We did split this into 4 concerts so that you guys would spread out as much as you could, and it just makes it possible for us to do this. I do, even before we start, want to thank you for getting these guys to rehearsals every morning, because it's a haul. It makes their days a little bit longer, and I don't want to forget to thank you at the end of the concert, so I always want to put that one out first. This group has done a couple of different performances virtually throughout the year. For tonight's concert, we've got 3 selections with the big band for you, as well as 1 other selection. The very first one is going to be an up-tempo swing tune called Duke City Stomp, and you've got soloists listed there in your program. On this one, feel free to clap for the soloists. It'll remind them they're supposed to bow. All right, this is Duke City Stomp. right, as they finish getting set up, this next selection we're going to play is called Coronation by Steve Shanley. He's a good friend of mine and a band director for many years here in Northeast Iowa. And he is currently the director of jazz studies at Coe College. And a number of years ago, Jazz Educators of Iowa really wanted to get new music out there at all levels. And especially at some of the younger levels, there's a lot of gaps in the music that they have, different styles. So they decided that they would, to their members, give free charts every year at 3 different levels of music. So this is one of those charts titled Coronation, very appropriate for this year. It's a cha-cha rock, which we have not played before here in the last number of years, and been a lot of fun. This group is very young, very green. The reason why I say that is because last year, when we got through spring break, a lot of our soloists, when we play at those first concerts of the year, we lean on those 9th graders. And when we play for the spring concert, we get all those kids in that to start soloing. And we didn't have that this year, so we kind of had to start fresh. And these guys have done a fantastic job of really digging in and listening and trying different things. We've worked in lessons as well as in full jazz ensemble about ways to solo and how to make your solos more interesting and play with the right style in all of our pieces. So for this song, instead of having a few soloists come up, we're going to snake around the band and trade fours. So everybody's going to take a solo on this tune. I hope you enjoy Coronation by Steve Shanley. So as I was saying earlier, we really had to work improvisation. So one of the things that the small group did, they're all in my, well, all with the exception of one are in my Tiger time. And most of them study privately as well. So we decided that we would go a next step and do some transcribing. What transcribing is, it's not cheating. And a lot of times students are like, well, I need to make up my own stuff. And what they don't understand about improvising when they're young is you have to practice it. That it's different. When you practice a solo to play for a judge classically, it's totally different because you play that so many times, it becomes so ingrained that sometimes that's what's hard. That yes, there's going to be different ideas that you can play. That's what you practice. And then it becomes fresh and new each time when you play. And one of the greatest ways to develop your style and develop your sound is to learn from the greats. They have a great website that we used to work through our transcribing. And this group worked on a tune from Miles Davis from his Kind of Blue album called So What? And so what we're going to do is, at first I make them do it all by ear and we talk about how it relates to the key center we're in. I don't let them write anything down. We really talk intervals. When it came to let's perform it for a concert, I told them they could write it down just to make sure that we got it all right. Part of that is that it's saxophones playing and there's some inflections that the trumpet player does that you could pick one of two different pitches in a couple spots. So we want to make sure all five of us are playing the exact same thing. So this is a transcription of Miles Davis' solo from So What? And this is with the recording, just a heads up. You will hear the trumpet and they will try and jump in as soon as they can once they hear it. So it seems to kind of abruptly stop because that's the end of the chorus and it goes into another solo and then another solo. So we actually we spent 3 Fridays on that during Tiger Time. And of course they had to do some work at home to figure some of that out before then. So something that we're definitely going to start incorporating with more of the students, I think, here in the future, because it is a great skill for them to have. It also gave our trumpet players a break. So our final selection today is going to be Gonna Fly Now. You're going to recognize it from the movie Rocky. It's an arrangement by Victor Lopez. Has been a lot of fun. It's going to have soloists are listed in the program, so I can never remember all of them. But there's going to be a couple soloists, and then there's going to be a couple drummers taking some courses as well. The good thing is that we get to leave everything set up because we've got our concerts again tomorrow night. So you can go ahead and just leave everything where it's at tonight. Thank you so much for coming out, and I will see most of you tomorrow.
We are very happy to be playing with you this evening for our final performance of the year. We ask audience members to sit with their family members. Also, please do not share or live stream any recordings via social media. If you want to share this performance with the people from your family outside of here, please do so by email or private message.
Established through folk traditions in both Europe and Asia, dragons have become legendary creatures inspiring countless stories, movies, books, and games in many different cultures. While some cultures in Asia have portrayed the dragon as a type of large water snake, many European stories have depicted them with scales, dorsal fins, 4 legs, and wings.
Some lore holds that dragons were fire-breathing or poisonous, like the creature depicted in the poem Beowulf. Described as creatures of immense size and power, a warrior's mettle would be tested if they could defeat a dragon in battle. This programmatic work for young band includes energetic rhythms and minor tonality, depicting an epic battle between a solitary warrior and a dragon that threatens his kingdom. The warrior must risk fighting in close proximity to the immense beast, so that he will meet the eyes of the dragon.
Rhythms, and harmonies around it change and develop.
Cartoon Symphony, arranged by Larry Clark, will certainly bring back memories. You'll get a real kick out of this salute to the superstars of the cartoon world: Fred, Barney and Wilma, Bugs Bunny, the Jetsons, and many more. Can you name all of the Cartoon Symphony songs we play? Thank you for attending our concert and have a wonderful summer.